Shabbat Shalom. Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. And this is the brother Yahshua One back with the third well update. Okay, and the third, for your information, the third well, or the Third World's War, is going to usher in the war in heaven. Right, so the Third World War is a big sign that we're almost about to get beamed up out of here. All right, because it's only going to take a short amount of time for Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the angels to take down this dragon. Okay, so Salakia, let's go here. Let's get a scripture first. This is Isaiah 14 and 10. All they, talking about start at 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the head for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Okay, so all the kings of the nations is who we're speaking of right now. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? All right, let the weak say I am strong. Okay, so now we're going to, of course, we're going to find Iran. Okay, breaking, Iran doesn't negotiate over downed plane. We're going to watch that. Okay, this is 23 hours ago, which for me is new. This is the Deep Journal channel. 23 hours ago, breaking, Iran doesn't negotiate over downed plane. The court gave its decision on Iran. Okay, Iran is like this. We ain't afraid of you. Art thou become altogether as weak as we? All right, let's check Secret File. This is Secret Files 333 channel. Let's check the videos here. 20 minutes ago, 6 hours ago. Okay, so Israeli officer, this is the Amalekites. This is the least of the flock. Officer says joint drills in Italy will prepare pilots against who? Iran. See that? Right here. Okay? So, this is the Third World War raging. All right? Israel prepares F-35. Okay, so when I say F-18s are fighting against the chariots, we're looking at F-35s here. All right? But the point is, look at the names. Israeli, Italy, okay? Joint drills, that means that these are allies. Where is Rome found? In Italy. So this is Rome. Who are the allies of the Israelis? Babylon the Great, which is America. There's Rome. This is the new Roman Empire. Okay? Being gathered together in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right? Here's trade war. Biden strike force to target unfair trade. What does this say? Unfair trade where? In Moab. Okay? Syria says Israeli air attacks targeted Damascus. You got Damascus and Syria. These are the ancient names for these lands. The point being, the troops are being gathered down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right? Let's look at this.
Sweetwater. Israeli officer says joint drills in Italy will prepare pilots against Iran. 6 Israeli F-35 fighter planes are in Italy to take part in a 2-week air exercise with Italian and other Western air forces, including the United States and the United Kingdom, Israeli defense officials told the media on Sunday. The drills will last 2 weeks with multiple exercises taking place, including radar and anti-aircraft fire evasion, dogfights and penetration of enemy territory. This is the longest such exercise the Israeli Air Force has participated in outside the country. An Israeli Air Force officer was quoted by Times of Israel as saying that in part the drill, dubbed Falcon Strike 2021, was meant to prepare Israeli pilots for using the F-35 against Iranian forces.
Good enough right there. Okay, let's get a quick scripture. All right. Jeremiah 41. Jeremiah 41 and 20. There is no 20. That 49 is 41. Salaki. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom. All right. And prepare his purposes that he hath purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Edom, all right, is the land. Teman is the city, one of the main cities in Edom. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay, so what that's saying is that these Israelis are out flexing their muscles, trying to get Iran, against Iran, to draw them out into this war. And we're watching that. We're watching this prophecy come true right now. All right. Now let's see if we got some more here. I wanted to watch that other thing. Okay, so Israel is still dropping bombs on Syria, Damascus, Syria. Okay. Let's go here. I want to see this. Breaking. Iran doesn't negotiate over downed plane. So what is this downed plane? That means they're at war. They're shooting each other's planes down. They're shooting down drones. They're dropping bombs. Israelis are dropping bombs on Iran proper, letting you know that the war is going
on. Of the plane it shot down, avoiding negotiation because of the civilian plane it shot.
You can make it reach a much wider audience.
While pressure continues on Iran because of the civilian plane it shot down last year, Iran is avoiding negotiations with some.
Last year. This war had been going on. It didn't start when Hamas started shooting rockets over there because they're stealing their land. Yaqub, you're stealing my house. Well, if I don't steal it, somebody else will. It didn't just start. Shooting down a commercial plane, that's an act of war. Okay?
Last year, Iran is avoiding negotiations with some countries about the plane it shot down. While the Canadian court declares that Iran's act is terrorism, Iran's avoidance of full responsibility also causes the consciences of the victims' families.
Why did they shoot down the Ukrainian plane? If you dig into that and find out who was on the plane, why they were going where they were going, you'll understand that this has to do with the Third World War.
Even more. So, is the reaction of international powers and courts sufficient? Let's make the decision together after reviewing the latest developments. Iran does not recognize the group of 4 countries whose citizens died when a civilian airliner was shot down by the Iranian military as it took off from Tehran in January 2020. Ukraine, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Sweden on Thursday had issued a statement demanding compensation by Iran to the families of victims and a full accounting about the incident. Ambassador.
First of all, the allies of Iran are China and Russia. Okay? The Ukraine has been stolen from the USSR. The old USSR, which is going to come back together with them hooks in their noses. But right now, this battle is this is, if you understand it, you're looking at World War III. Okay? This is World War III. These are not allies. These are enemies. Airliner was shot down by Iranian military as it took off from Tehran. Who was on the plane? What were they doing? Okay? That's the point. We don't even have to go any further. My point is that the war had been going on, is going on now. They haven't declared war yet. All right? But it's going down. All right? Let's get Revelation. We'll close it up. It's Revelation 11 and 14. The second war was past. So the second world war is already done. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. How quickly? Been going on. That transaction jumped off a year ago. You think it's not going on? All right, so with that, it's just a real quick update. Keep your eyes open, because if you don't, these headlines will come out, you won't even understand that we're at war just because they haven't declared it yet. It's going on, people. All right, so with that, I hope that the elect were edified, and until tomorrow, Shabbat Shalom.